Hey you guys, happy Sunday. So I just did a quick short on these few products I picked up from Dollar Tree. Let me clean off the table just a little bit. So we're gonna make a quick anklet because I said that's what I was going to do. So I'm gonna sit that over there. And let's see if I can move this off the table. But I noticed that you can see the pan that is sitting in, not pan, but tub. So anyway, look what Dollar Tree has. I know this might not be, some people may say, well, that's not economical because you could buy them in bulk. I just thought they were super cute. They're like these little preset trays for bracelet and necklace findings. And I think they are just total perfection. So for those of you that are just starting out, especially with, you know, things being so expensive, this is just a really economical way to start your jewelry making business and have fun and doing something super inexpensive. Just Garlanda's opinion. And then they even had the lobster claw clasp. Someone showed on one of their videos where they had like charms for super cheap. The Dollar Tree I went to didn't have them. We have about 5 or 6. But I wasn't in the mood today. I was kind of tired to be flitting and floating around to a bunch of different Dollar Trees, but just wanted to share those right quick. So one thing I'm trying, oh y'all, and I got this pen. These pens write really great. I don't know if you all buy pens in the Dollar Tree or not. I normally buy their gel pens, but when I tell you this pen writes great and it's just so super cute. So that's why I ended up getting those. They come in pink, silver, gold, and something else. So I thought they were really cute. So listen, I bought some wire yesterday and I was on the phone when I bought this wire, or I wouldn't have picked it up because it's super thin. But the reason why I got it from Walmart, the reason I decided to keep it is because, so you got to pay attention, and you all probably already know this, so forgive me if I'm telling you something you already know, but you have to pay attention to the diameter. So this is 110 diameters. But this particular wire, it's monofilament wire. You can find it in the fishing section to make your jewelry with. I did a video on it, but it's super thin. But this is really great for lightweight beads, smaller beads, like any beads that are probably similar to, that's kind of heavy, so I don't want to use that as an example. Let me get a different example. Like this is a good example. So any bead that's smaller than that, this is a decent wire, but this is a heavy bead. So one more better example, okay, perfect, would be like anything that's like acrylic. This is a hematite bead, so that's kind of heavy. But any type of acrylic bead, any type of seed bead, any type of smaller bead, anytime I wanted some, they'd probably be right on my table. But like something like this. So if you can find a seed bead, this is really great wire for that because of how thin it is. It'll give you a nice drape or movement for your piece, for your jewelry item. And then this is really great. This is 20 pound and this is 0.018 diameter. And this is really great. You probably can see the thickness difference. Hold on. And I'm so disappointed. I was running all over Heavenly and Creation trying to find some more without going to Walmart today because I didn't feel like it. I couldn't find it, so I'll have to go to Walmart tomorrow. But see the difference in diameter? So this one is really great for heavier beads, right? Like these type beads that I used the other day in a jewelry making video. Any of your heavier type beads, something like this, which is a glass bead, that's from Michael's. Something like that. Any of your heavier glass beads, you're gonna need a thicker diameter wire. And again, any of your thinner seed beads, you can use this thinner wire, which is 100, I'm sorry, it wasn't 110, it was 0.011. So the smaller the number, the thinner the wire, the higher the number, the thicker the wire. So because I have a chunky ankle and because I'm probably gonna be using heavier beads, like I'm gonna be using these turtle beads, because I want that as the center bead for my anklet, I'm gonna use the thicker wire. So you wanna measure out your wire for your anklet. I'm just gonna put mine around my anklet. And y'all, I do not have cute toes. Sorry about that. I don't have cute toes. I probably look like I've been climbing trees. I did hair for the longest time. So I'm certainly not about to show my feet and ankles for y'all to talk about me like a dog on the internet. We ain't doing it. Hold on. So I'm not about to play myself like that. So you do want to cut it a little bit longer than what you need. And then we all already know that the turtle is going to be the center stone. What you could also do is lay out your design first and then tape everything to the table. So I may keep my life simple and just use that. That's really pretty. And I love turquoise and teal. So I'm probably gonna do that. And you only need to cut, see, these are multiple strings. If you look under here, they're strung that way. So I'm just going to cut one strand. And when you cut one strand, they're probably gonna go all over the place. So I probably need to go and get a Ziploc bag. Also, I could do something like that. That's really pretty too. So then it would stand out. And they have the turtles in silver, I believe. I feel like I have those somewhere, but I have no clue where they are. I don't think I'm gonna make 2 anklets, but let's see. I'm ready to eat dinner, but I wanted to be a woman of my word and make this anklet today because I said I was gonna come and make one. Now, another idea of something that you all can use is, let me set this stuff to the side. I feel like we bought is have a bead bag, right? So for all your excess extra beads, when you're making jewelry, you can make, I called it what did I call this? It could be bead trash, but I just don't think beads are trash, so that's probably not the best word for it. But that's not the word I'm looking for. What was it called? Bead goulash, right? You ever had like that corn, okra, and tomatoes, and that's like a goulash dish? This is what this could be. It's like a bead fetty, right? You can have all these different beads in here together, and then when you decide to just go make something mix and match, you could just go to this little bag and pick some stuff out. But there's some great stuff in here to make anklets and jewelry and things with. Now you could also go through here if you wanted to and pick some things out. We're not going to do that today because I just want to make a really quick, cute, super cute anklet. Let me zip it back up so it doesn't go flying all over the place. How's y'all's weekend? Happy Memorial Day. I hope you're having a great Memorial Day. And then one more thing I wanted to show you, which I think Miriam and I got at Michael's. I painted this table, y'all, and it collects everything. Good gracious, right? So I think we got this at Michael's, but it's all these different size letter beads. So you can make a super cute letter bead anklet as well. Let me see if I have anything in here that I want to work with or pull out right quick. So I'm going to pull out 2 jump rings. And even though I just bought stuff, I don't need to open that right now because I have stuff already out. So let's get, I want to do a larger jump rings. I don't know the diameter, so please forgive me. And then you're going to need your crimp beads, which I do have right here. Okay. Okay, so you got your silver crimp beads. You have 2 jump rings for each end of your anklet. And then you have your lobster claw clasp, so it'll be easy to connect. And you may need 1 smaller ring on each side, just so it'll have a nice hang on your anklet. So let's do that. You probably could do smaller than the ones I'm going to do. Let's see. So these are a little bit smaller. And I'll hold it up right quick so you can see it. So you have this size And then you have this size, which is going to connect to the string. You have your lobster claw clasp. You have your crimp beads. You have your wire, which I just lost. I gotta go hunt down the piece of wire I just had for the anklet. And then we'll be, is that it? Then we'll be right back. Okay, so let's cut off one of our little turtles. Okay, so the turtles have like some little, that wasn't a good example, some little blue beads in between them, which is really cool. So you could use those beads as well, but we don't need those right now. And then these beads have already been cut before, so some of them are coming off and wanting to hang out with us. So I'm gonna set them to the side. And I think I'm just gonna stick with the peach color, which is so pretty. Trying to see if I can bring you in some, but let's see. Oh, how's that? There we go, perfection. Okay. Now what you could do if you wanted to is you could take your string to the table and work that way. That'd probably be the path of least resistance, but for whatever reason, as it relates to jewelry making, I think I must like resistance because I'm not going to follow my own advice. So we're gonna put on our crimp bead. I don't know the diameter of my crimp beads because I tend to rip off the labels, but just get multiple sizes, okay? Trying to decide if I want to do the little one. I'm gonna go ahead and use the larger ones. I also have a pair of flat nose pliers, so let's just make sure that we're closing up our jump ring so that nothing slips off. So we're gonna slide the jump ring that way, so everybody's hanging out right there together. Then I'm going to take the crimp, I'm going to take the wire, I'm going to take it over the jump ring and through the crimp bead, okay? So it should look like that. Now, even though I'm sliding the crimp bead up a little bit, you don't want to slide your crimp bead all the way up like that, because then you're not going to have any give for your anklet. Over time, it could dry rot and it could pop. The fishing line itself, the monofilament line. So I'm going to leave about that much. I might scoosh it up just a little bit. Okay. So it looks like that. And I just feel like that gives enough of a give. Now, let's say you get it like that and you're like, okay, I don't like it. I don't want it like that. You can take your flat nose pliers and you can, this is gonna take a little practice and it's kind of hard to do on camera, but you can open your crimp bead back up. And then you could move the wire again a little bit. You could put it a little bit closer, even though I said I didn't want it that close. I don't want a whole bunch of gap space either, where it just kind of looks like I accidentally made a boo-boo. So that's what we're looking like right now. That's good enough. And so now let's cut off one of our strings. Miriam, let me know what it tastes like. I made some curry chicken for dinner. So Okay, so we got that on. And then what we could do if we wanted to, we could go ahead and put our clasp on. So we could open up our smaller jump ring. Close it back up really tightly. And then the other side is going to be the lobster claw clasp, the other large jump ring, the other smaller jump ring, and the other crimp bead, okay? Now what we could do too is if we wanted to have some turquoise beads on each side of the turtle. The little turtle's butt is so cute. So we could do it that way. So again, you can lay out your design however you want. I don't tend to follow jewelry making rules. Maybe I could or should, but I don't. Now move everybody over there. And we're just gonna start putting the design together. So I'm gonna do this one mainly coral colored. I think it's really pretty. And I think this would be really pretty as a matching necklace with a matching bracelet, matching earrings. You could do a whole set. I think that would be really pretty. So remember, when you get everything on, you want to take that little tail. That tail gives your bracelet, anklet, necklace, whatever you're making, it gives it strength, okay? So everybody fits through there. You can cut the tail off or you just keep it on there. And what I'm gonna do is when I get to the center or where I want the center to be on my ankle, of course, I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna wrap it around my ankle once I get enough of the beads on to see where it hangs and see if it's where I want it. And I might show y'all how it looks on my ankle. I don't know, because honey, some people can be mean on YouTube, on the internet in general. I'm just saying, y'all know, y'all read some of these comments. I'm like, are y'all having a bad day or nah? So we'll see. Maybe I'll do it with some socks on. So there we go. And I know the lighting is not 100% great. I'm still working on figuring out what my lighting is gonna be like, what the lighting situation is in this room. So let me pull y'all a little closer. I'm so excited that I got the chance to start back making jewelry. What I'm testing is to see what day works best. And right now, Sundays seem to be a possible jewelry making day, only because it's the day that I don't work, I don't take clients, I don't work with clients, and I have time to myself after dinner, after I cook dinner or start dinner. Miriam, will you cut the stove off for me? Cut the cabbage off for me and move it off the eye? Thank you. I made a purple cabbage tonight to go along with the curry chicken. So that's looking pretty, and it looks like it's getting long. So let me go test it. So be sure to try it on as you go. And that way, when you get to the end, you know, it's not the wrong size. But of course, if you're gonna be selling these or what have you, you could always make different sizes or varying sizes. So I'm gonna just put on one more coral bead. I'm going to use one of our coral color. That's not a coral bead. I might do one more. Put the teal on because this is my favorite. These are my favorite colors. Just not that you asked, but just a little bit about me. That's pretty. I want to take that one coral off, that one coral color. I think that's gonna make it too far back. So I'm gonna do 2 teal colored. And the turtle, he's pretty sturdy. It seems like they're made out of like a stone material. I got those from Michael's. I got all these particular beads from Michael's. So let me go try it on, because I want to make sure I'm not making it too long and I don't want to get too far. So I'm going to put the lobster claw on just so I can hold one in securely. Be right back. So I think I have to hunt down the silver turtles because I think they'll be really pretty with the purple. Because honey, I am inspired. Oh my gosh, it's really pretty. So let's see. And Mom Win, Miriam said my dinner is delicious. So I need to count how many coral colored beads we have. And probably make a note because I might forget. Using my new pen, which I don't know where it went now. Okay, so let's see. So we have 30 coral colored beads. So if I go ahead and count the rest of them out, that'll keep my life simple. So let's see. So that's 20. It's 28. 30. Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh, wouldn't it be cute to make a turtle ring? Oh my gosh, that'd be so cute. Where do y'all order your supplies from? Do any of y'all order jewelry making supplies from Amazon? I haven't yet. I was thinking about it. I saw also where people ordered jewelry making supplies from Shein or either Temu. Have y'all done that yet? Let me know in the comments. I know about the tariffs or tariff talks, which they may be having tariffs on crafts too, who knows, but let me know your thoughts. Okay, we're on the last 4. I'm only thinking that hopefully it's not too long because I put the extra jump rings on here, and if they are, I'm going to take the smaller jump rings off, but those would be easy to take off only because they're connected to the larger jump ring. What you doing? What you doing? Oh, okay. Making sure that was closed well. And because you want this to have like a slinky, smooth, you know, comfortable wear, like where it has give and move, that's what I'm talking about when I say slinky. You can always test this, you know, just try it on before closing everything up if you want to. I don't know why this jump ring is frustrating me. Okay. So again, you have your crimp bead here, jump ring here. You go over the jump ring. So she's hanging out over there. You go through the crimp bead. And then you pull it this way. Okay. And then you do your best to match it up with the other side over there. So I'm gonna go try this around my ankle right quick with the extra little baby jump ring on. Just to see what the actual length of it is, okay? So let me do that before we close it up. Super cute. So the ankle that I want to wear it on is my ankle that is bigger than my other ankle. I think it swells for some reason. I don't know. When it gets hot. So this one fits perfectly. So again, you can measure your ankles, your wrist, etc. if you want to, but I don't. I just try it on and see if it fits like I like it, and then we go with it. So let's make sure. And it has a really nice swing because we have these extra jump rings on here. So be sure if you're adding the extra jump ring, you allow for that's gonna make it longer. Okay, so let's move in here and flatten that out. Flatten out our crimp bead. But I'm gonna try it on before I cut my string, okay? Because I could always reopen and see, look how it has that nice give to it. So let's try it on right quick. Oh my gosh, so cute. Okay, I'm gonna show it to you. I don't want no mess out of y'all. Just kidding. Okay, so let's make sure that that's really tight, because you don't, last thing you want is to do all this work, make this gorgeous anklet, and then your crimp bead decides to act the tail. Okay. Now, I wish I had a better pair of scissors on my table tonight, but I don't. Oh, I have wire cutters. So you could use your wire cutters. I don't think I have them on the table. Let's see. Yes, I do. So you can use your wire cutters, and that way you get a closer cut. Mine aren't that great, I think, because Mir might have been cutting wire or something with these. Okay. And you don't have to throw that away if you don't want to. You can make some earrings with those. I'm not going to keep that piece, but just know that if you have extra supplies or what have you, don't have to throw them away. So look how pretty she is. And two of them together would be super, super cute, because then they could swim in the ocean of your ankle together. Look how cute. Let me see. Thought about making one more, but I'm not sure. But I just want to see what the blue would look like. That's pretty, but the other blue looks better, I think. Yeah, like an all teal one. So anyway, let me see if I want to make another one, but I'm gonna try this. Okay, so I figured let's do two more. So that way what you could do is stack your anklets. I think that'll be so cute. So we're gonna use this really pretty bead. I've had these forever. And then we're gonna use this blue bead, and then let's make some stackables. Then we're gonna do something using the turquoise beads. I just think they'll all be pretty together. So this should go really quickly since we've already made one. You already know what to do now. So let's cut us some string. So I got more than enough to know that it'll fit, okay? And we're gonna go ahead and put our crimp bead on. We're gonna put on our jump ring. And then remember to make sure that you close up your jump ring really well. You should hear like a click like that, okay? And if you go ahead and finish it out now, when we get to the end, you only have a few more things to add on. So we're just gonna go ahead and put these two on there, your smaller jump ring, your lobster claw clasp. That way we're done with that. We'll go ahead and cut off some of our beads. Now, this particular bead could overhang on the turtle a little bit, so you could either make it a little bit longer or you don't have to wear them together at all. I'm just giving you another option for an anklet, okay? And I'm gonna go with the same count we had before. And you guys, you can make these for the summer and have like a really booming business. When we went to the aquarium here in Wilmington, North Carolina at Fort Fisher last month, they had anklets that don't, I mean, you know, like the beach store anklets and things they sell. And they were like $15 and $20, somewhere between $12 to $20. So this could be your whole summer business, is selling anklets down by the seashore, honey. Because people are already in vacation mode. They're already in spending mode. And they already want to be cute and colorful for the beach. You know, so you could make stuff to match people's bathing suits, people's cover-ups. I love that. I love the beach. I'm a beach girl. Are you a beach girl or a mountain girl? Or a beach guy or a mountain guy if you're on here making jewelry with us? Okay. So I'm gonna trim this little piece off so I don't have to keep fighting with that little edge. Can we say that my scissors are crap today? I don't know where my little X-Acto scissors are, which I totally love and adore. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8 on here. So remember we did 30. It may be different for your ankle because you may have small ankles. I have dinosaur ankles. Just kidding. I got big girl feet, big girl ankles because I'm a boss. Just kidding. That's what I say, and I believe that. I'm not just kidding. I'm a boss. So you're a boss. You're God's girl. So therefore, you are destined to walk in great places because you were born for greatness. How do I know? I can prove it in the word. Romans 8 and 29, it says, and I might be having the scripture wrong. It's either Romans 8:29 or 8:29 and 30. He said that we're predestined. And those whom he predestined, he called. And those he called, he justified. Those whom he justified, he glorified and called sons. So, honey, we've been predestined. So, for greatness. So, called means we have a purpose on our lives, a purpose in our lives, right? So, predestined was before sin came in, before we were even thought of, before our parents thought of us, before anything happened in life, we were predestined to be sons and daughters of the Most High God. And then he said, I called you, meaning you have a calling on your life. So people that think, you know, they don't know what their purpose is, or God, did you really call me? Do you really want to use me? The answer is yes. And then he said that I justified you. I found you not guilty when I predestined you. So even if you have done things in life where you're like, you know what, I shouldn't have done that. I've gone too far. Not true. The word of God said there's no pit deeper than I'm not deeper still. He said, I'll leave the 99 to go after the 1. So salvation is your portion. All you have to do is repent and turn away. And then it says, not only did I justify you, find you not guilty, I've glorified you, meaning I made you a little lower than the angels for my purpose, for you to be my glory in the earth realm. So, honey, we are bosses of the Most High God. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Oh, Lord, I lost count. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. So I got 1 extra. Look how cute. So now let's do the last 30 and then we'll have 1 more anklet down. I mean, look, you can zip through these. I started this one 6 minutes ago. And I didn't even have a plan. So just imagine how many you can get together, put together in no time. Sorry, it's off screen for a second. I wonder if I use a bead spinner or a bead bowl, if that would work. Y'all know those little bead spinners you can fling around? Let me know if you have one. Does it work? How do you like it? And is it only with certain size beads? Let me know. I forgot that the thing I moved was what was holding y'all up. Oh my gosh, you too can make jewelry like anybody can film and record. Sorry about that, y'all. Okay. That's funny. Now, most people would edit that out, but I'm like, I don't have time for edits. Listen, I tell people all the time that say, oh, you have a YouTube channel. And they said they don't have time. I'm like, don't edit. I mean, of course, if that's what you want to do, I'm not telling you don't have to, but I don't. If the dog is barking, the dog is barking. If my husband and son are talking, they're talking. If my daughter's talking, they're talking. Because that's real life, okay? So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 27. Yay, we made it. 28, 29, 30. So let's hold them next to each other too to see. I'm gonna do 1 more count because my OCD was like, So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. 1 more count. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28. Yep, 30. Yay! Let's put our crimp bead on. Put our larger jump ring on. Remember, go over your jump ring, through your crimp bead. Let's go ahead and feed these through the other beads while we're doing it. And you can feed it through about 5 or 6, however many you want to. But remember, you're gonna be wearing this on your anklet, so you want it to be pretty strong. Match up your loops. Flatten your crimp really tight. Make sure your jump ring makes the snap sound so it's closed. Add your smaller jump ring. Let's try it on. So cute. Okay, so perfection. And look, she has the swiggle movement we want it to have. I know my lighting's not perfect, so I apologize in advance. We're still working on mastering the lighting for this room. I need a better overhead lights or desk lamps, so we'll get there. Okay, let me try it on. Let's find one more bead, and we want this one to go with, oh sorry, the turquoise colored beads, okay? So that would be pretty, and we want something that goes along with the ocean theme. We could do something smaller. I feel like I saw, ooh, an orange one. Let's do that. So then it'll tie in with the coral color, but let me see. Because remember, we have the little turtle with the coral, so let's see. I'm gonna go with this one. I think that's pretty. We're getting there. Last one. Oh shoot. Last one. We're gonna do 3. A red one would be pretty, but again, ooh, just match your bathing suit. You can make these as gifts. It's graduation season. Oh my gosh, my baby's going to college this year. I'm so excited. Okay. So let's ooh, so let's see, let me move these turtles out of the way. Come on, Turt. Y'all get on over here. We could also do something with the letters. You don't even have to use that. You could do your name, or you could do beach. You could spell out the word beach. Let's see. Okay, so I don't know, so I'm either gonna go with this, or I spelled out the word beach, which is so cute. My favorite place in the whole world. I would love to live at the beach. I don't know if I want to live there, but I want to be able to go back and forth as often as I choose to. So we could do that. Let me look down at my ankle because I have them on. Let's see. Or we could do this one. Man, it's so tough to choose because this is so cute. So let's stick with this, and then we could do beach maybe with the purple one, okay? Let's get going. I'm burning daylight. So let's cut us a piece of ankle wire. I think I cut it kind of tight that time, kind of close, but let's see. Okay, you already know the drill now, so we're gonna keep going. We're gonna put our crimp bead on. We'll make our loop. Get our 30 beads on here. I'll be back, so don't bore you. Okay, so I moved y'all up a little closer. We don't need exactly 30 beads this time because we have the beach is so long, you know, in terms of the word being spelled out. So I'm not exactly sure how many we need. We're gonna count it though, okay? So let's just make sure we take out enough. And I was thinking that something hot pink with this purple would be pretty. But I don't have any hot pink beads on the table. Let me see if I can find some close by, but right now I'm thinking that we're gonna do beach and then we're gonna have the turquoise on each side. And that'll be pretty, so let's see. Yeah, I think that'll be good. So let's do that. Let's cut off our thread. Over time, when you keep making stuff, you're gonna start to be able to feel when you have your right measurement as well. Okay, I accidentally knocked the light over. Let's see if I can get it back this way, the way we need it. Okay, so anywho, I found this bag of Dollar Tree beads and I took the little flowers out that we have in there, which I think are so cute. But I realized ooh. Okay, I'm not gonna get sidetracked. I keep seeing all kinds of cute stuff we can use. So I'm thinking that we could put the turquoise on each side of the flowers and then the purple, then the beach in the middle. But let me go back and get our jewelry findings. I'll be right back. Okay, so let's see how fast we can get the last one done. I'm so hungry. So let's see. We're gonna do you and you. We have a boo-boo on that end, so be sure to check your wire. Okay. And I'm going to speed up a little bit, so I'm going to go in and put my findings. This one, I definitely cut it short. I think what I'm going to do is let's just do 10 or 15 on each side and see what we get. I might just do 10 and see where we are. I think we need more than that. Let's go with 15. And these are really pretty purple. It's kind of hard to tell in the light, but they're pretty. So right now we have 13, so let's go with 15 and see. Actually, I'm gonna go with 20. Okay. And then let's put 2 of the blue on. Let's put our little pink flower on. And you can put your letters in whatever direction you want them to spell beach. I want to make sure that it spells it outwards on my foot. So that looks like that's upside down. So let's see. Okay, my A is upside down. What about our C? Our H is in good shape. Okay. All right. Okay, so now let me go try it on and see where we are. We need a few more purple beads and then we'll be good to go. So let's count out. I'm gonna do 25 and I think that'll be good. Thought we had 20 a second ago, we only had 19. Okay. So let's put these back on. And then remember, however you want to put your anklets on, I probably should put the turtle at the top so that it doesn't get lost under all of the other ones, because remember, they're probably a little bit heavier. And make sure we have beach spelled right. Okay. So we have 25 purple, just confirming. Okay, let's see where we are. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19. Okay, so now we have them even. Oh, no, we don't. Look. Oh, how did I do that? I messed up right there. Why didn't one of y'all tell me? Okay, do I want to go back? Because I wanted the blue on the opposite. Okay, we got to go back. Wasn't paying attention because I'm hungry. Thinking about my food. Okay. And then hopefully I don't forget to go back and get the purple one I just dropped on the floor. So we'll see. Okay. All right. Yay. Oh, let me try it on first. Well, yeah, let me go do that. Hold on. Look how cute they are. Okay. I'm also going to hold them up so you can see them as well, but they're adorable.